All right, so now into standard form. So standard form can be a pretty easy one to graph from. Standard form is just, we have a standard form of every type of function, and so this is just the way that many times our equation is written. Like I said, slope-intercept form is the best to graph from. And they all have good points when to graph, or when they are best used. Slope-intercept form is one of the easiest to graph from. Point-slope form is really good to write equations if you're given point and a slope. Standard form is, some people enjoy it, and sometimes it's not as the best form for much, except maybe giving data. So standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c. And a, b, and c are real numbers, and a and b are not 0. So that's really important. A and b cannot equal 0 because we need that x and y to be part of our problem. All right, so when we graph from standard form, we have to just find two things. We need the x-intercept and that is when y is 0. So I know that that's going to be a number comma 0. And so to find it, I'm going to do x minus 2 times 0 equals -2. And 2 times 0 is 0. So this goes away. And so I have x equals -2. And so that's my x-intercept. And then I also have to find my y-intercept. And so I know that that is when x is 0, and then we find our y. And so I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So 0 minus 2y equals -2, which is the same as -2y equals -2 divided by -2, and y will equal 1. And so from here, graphing standard form, I'm going to have a point at -2, 0, and a point at 0, 1, so 0, 1, and then we draw our line. And that is how we graph from standard form. Like I said, it can be easy unless our numbers are really big, and then that can just get a little bit of a mess. You just need those x and y intercepts. Again, x-intercept is when we make y 0. If we solve for x, y-intercept is when we make x 0 and we solve for y. Bing, bang, boom. You can also take and solve for y before you do all, without doing all of this, and you're in slope-intercept form. It's whatever you would like to do. All right, now, horizontal and vertical lines. This is important that we talk about this. When graphing a horizontal line, that is when we have y equals. So this one's going to be our horizontal line. So our equation is going to be y equals any number. When we have y equals any number, there's no x value. In this case, our m was 0. And so if we have y equals, we just go to that number. So in this case, we have y equals 3, so we're going to go where y is 3. And we just draw a horizontal line. Because what the equation is saying is that no matter what x is, y is 3. And so this horizontal line is no matter what my x value, my y is 3. Now, vertical lines, same concept, different directions. So this is when we have x equals a number, and so I'm going to go where x is 3. But instead of drawing it horizontal, because that would give me all of my x values, I'm going to draw vertically, at least to the best of my ability with my drawing tablet. I'm going to draw this vertical line because on this line, x is always 3. And that's what this equation is saying, is that x is always 3. So on this line, x is always 3. And for b, this line, y is always 3. So you just have to keep in mind if it's x or if it's y. And when either one of these will only have the one variable and won't have both variables. And it kind of seems weird because we know that our x-axis is our horizontal axis and our y-axis is our vertical axis. But we're going to draw our lines opposite of that. And really, if you just think of it as, okay, what line can I create that where x is only 3 or y is only -2 or whatever it may be, then that's going to help you know how to draw those lines. And that is it for standard form. I guess I didn't make the comment. Horizontal lines, that's when our slope is 0. Vertical lines, we have that undefined slope. So we also have that equation written not in y equals form. All right, until next time, 8th graders, have a wonderful day.